Hello everyone, this is Kim. I hope that you all are doing well. Just popping in to make a quick video before I head to my mom's to enjoy time with family. Today is Easter, so happy Resurrection Sunday for those who believe. But wanted to pop in to make a quick video before I leave because I thought about something that I wanted to share with you all as it relates to my breast cancer journeys. And I'm saying journeys because, as you all know, if you've watched my previous video, this is my second fight with this. So one huge thing that I wanted to talk about is to let you all know how important it is when you are going through something, when you're going through this type of situation or anything that you're fighting. Do not take things personally. Although that can be such a hard pill to swallow, this is something that I've had to learn throughout both journeys. So this journey in particular, I'm older now. So the first journey was 14 years ago. This is 14 years later. I'm 49 years old fighting breast cancer. So just imagine how I've grown as a person, especially in just different relationships, how I know myself. So just wanted to talk about that a little bit. So the reason I'm saying to not take things personally is because people change. People change, you change. And in my experience, what I've learned to do is reevaluate relationships during this time, specifically friendships. So for me, I've always been kind of an introverted type person, so I could literally count my friendships on one hand. So one thing I want to talk about in particular, there's a person, a wonderful person who I've been friends with since high school. So she moved out of state many years ago, but we would always stay in touch. Even if we didn't talk to one another every day, we always stayed in touch. But for some reason, I started to feel as though the friendship has started to become one-sided. So with me, I've always checked in on my friends, not just her, but I've always checked in on my friends once every, however long, just to see how they're doing. If they're going through something, if they need something, that's something that I've always done. So this person in particular, she's always, struggled with different things in her, as it relates to her family or her daughters or different things. So she would always call me to get my advice, my wisdom, because I've already raised like a 27-year-old son. And, again, this is just what friends do. We catch up, we help one another, we give advice, we do all of that. But what I'm noticing is throughout this breast cancer journey, she would check on me, but you all, this is April. I have not spoken with her since the beginning of January. So for me, it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but I've learned to give people grace. So last year, prior to my second diagnosis, she did lose her father. So of course, that's something I understand that is so traumatic. I grew up without a father. I'm a fatherless person, and I'll kind of fill you all in on that in another video. But I understand how traumatic it is to lose someone that you're very close to. So that has been something in her life. And I've, pretty much tried to make sure that I've been there. But again, it's just with this journey, she has not checked on me like I expected her to. So, but what I'm learning is to give people grace, right? I don't know what she's battling in addition to, still the pain of losing her father. She has 2 young daughters that she's, fighting, trying to raise them right, and, getting so much pushback from them. So, but again, I still feel as though just at least send me a text every now and then, because how I feel right now, I haven't talked to her since January. She doesn't know if I've survived this thing. She doesn't know if I'm on my deathbed. She just doesn't know. But at the same time, I'm trying to give her grace. So one thing I've been really praying about to God is to give me the heart of forgiveness for when I feel as though when people have abandoned me, to give them grace, just as I would want him to give me grace. Don't harbor any ill feelings towards people. Just move on with my life. So with me reevaluating my relationships during this time, I think it's okay. Like sometimes you can have relationships forever. Sometimes you have relationships just only through seasons, and that's what they were for. So now I feel as though it is time for me to move on, not just from her, but there are other, people or women in my life who I feel as though, should be checking on me more. I'm not getting that from them, and that is perfectly okay. How I'm looking at this is these are just more opportunities for me to continue to grow in my faith and also to move on from those people who I feel as though have not just been there for me. And it just opens the doors up to allow individuals in my life and in my heart who will walk with me through journeys. I can walk with them through journeys, and there won't be these ill feelings. So again, I'm not saying I'm completely over it, but in my previous life and before all of this faith, I would definitely feel different about these people. I would feel mad at them. I would, have hate for them. But I'm at a place now, almost 50 years old, just growing in my faith and growing in my relationship with God, that even if I saw these people or if they called me, I would treat them just the same, because I have to give them the same love of God that I expect from Him and that I expect from other people. So the message I'm trying to give today, even though I'm rambling, is to whatever journey you're going through, just try not to take things personally and give people grace. No matter what, if they're going through something or if they're not going through something, they're simply just not checking on you because they don't feel like it or whatever the case may be, don't hate them. Give them grace. If you see them, still act the same, but just better, just be prepared to open up your life, open up your heart, open up your mind to receive greater things. Those people were there for a reason at that time that you needed them, but now that you're growing, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. And I'm a big, believer that God will give you things. God will give you things when you need them, and He will open up doors for you. And one thing that I've been, really, a scripture that I've been really just thinking about lately is that your latter will be greater. So in my situation and where I am in my life, I just thank God so much for that, because I believe that there's been so much that I've been through in my life at the age of 49 years old today that I don't even think some people would not have even been able to survive the things that I've been through. So I just thank God that even though there were some terrible years, just with these journeys and everything I'm going through, I feel so good. Even though I'm still fighting, I feel so good just knowing that He has my best interests at heart. And if I just give everything and my all to Him, I know I'll be okay. So if you have any questions, again, I know I rambled through here, but I was just trying to give a message to just not take things personally. Give people grace. Give people grace as you desire to have grace. And that's my message. So have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.